Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and I look like I've just been cutting down some trees. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. Well, I'm not paying for it. Well, sell something. Sell your daughter. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. No. So yeah, there's been a Nintendo Direct, hasn't there? They've released a new Animal Crossing Switch, hasn't there? Someone's a bit too excited about it, isn't she? But all in fairness, we are an Animal Crossing house in this household. I play it and then jump out of it relatively quickly because I always get burnout and just like nothing's changing. But I completely get the kind of crack that game can be. I will jump into it this year. So Joe's super excited. There is a new Switch and she'll kill me if I didn't mention it at the start of the video. So there you are, Joanne. It is done. So it's not going to be a massive rant this week, but I wanted to talk about just two things, and both of it involve the media and its inability to actually report anything with substance, or they get given a story and they look at it the wrong way and talk about absolute shit. One of them in particular has angered me so much, but we'll save that one for second. So first of all then, we have a story here, and I saw it on Twitter, and at this point I just can't get if it's just really bad journalism or is it just they're trying to outrage people into getting angry and commenting, which is the old-fashioned any press is good press, even if it's bad press. So anywho, Alienware is dropping a new hardware piece of console. We've seen them 1,000 times before where they're trying to bring PC into the handheld market. We've had the Shield and all different other things. Alienware now doing the UFO. Now, this piece of hardware does seem reasonably good. It's not going to be cast in the actual Steam library or whatever it is. It's going to have a fully fledged fat Windows 10 built into the actual handheld device. It pretty much looks like a Switch, apart from the screen's skew-if. It does bug me. But anyway, it means that you can then download your Steam or your good old games, whatever it is, you can download them to the device. It is portable. Off you go. So what's to moan about it? Well, first of all, I don't ever think it's ever going to come to light, and if it does, then it's not going to be a massive hitter. We've seen these kind of attempts in the past. They don't really get there. Mainly because I just think PC users are happy where they're at. They've got some badass screens, they've got a decent rig, they're sitting, they're playing, they don't need another device. Like the idea of getting all this portable stuff, like even with xCloud, is a nice idea and some people will use it, but not me. I need to sit down in front of a screen or monitor, whatever it is, and enjoy my content there. But again, not saying it is or isn't for everyone. The reason I'm pissed is because this is how they announced it. They took a extract from trusted reviews that states Nintendo Switch is cool, but the price and limited number of games on it isn't. This is why we fell in love with the Alienware concept UFO. So there's two things there then. They're picking out Nintendo because obviously it would be its competitor and saying, one, it has no games. Well, first of all, that's absolute bullshit. The Switch is the console that's impressed me the most by the amount of games that it's got. First-party games, tight as shit. They're getting massive third-party support. It looks like they're just getting support for Outer Worlds. So they tend to get these good third-party titles as well. Someone might point out and go, yeah, they've got a lot of shovelware. Who doesn't? But the point is, there is games on the Switch. So to say that ain't got many games is bullshit. But anyway, then they say, but the price. So what they're saying is the Switch is too expensive, so this is going to be a competitor. Right? So that makes me go, so how cheap is this thing going to be? Because if it's going to be running Windows 10, there's a license key involved. That's going to bump the price up a little bit. The hardware is going to have to be pretty tight to be running these Windows games. So what's the price tag? So you click onto the article that Alienware are referring to, and on there they're saying, we love this because it's cheap and it has lots of games. And you click on the link and they turn around and says, the Alienware concept UFO is just a prototype for now. Wow, I could have guessed that. So not only does it not have a price attached to it, but it's not guaranteed to even be available to buy. if it does eventually launch, it'll be likely to be very expensive. So what the fuck was the article? They just turned around and went, this is great because the Switch is so expensive. Well, the Switch ain't expensive. And then in the same breath, they've gone, but this is going to be fucking astronomical. What the fuck? I don't understand. Well, I do. Let's talk shit. They will come in to see it. It's what they're doing at the moment is shit in the pants. They just go in, everyone come look, I've soiled myself. And people turn up and go, oh. But they go, they looked at me. Journalism's dead. Absolutely dead. So this brings me on to the thing that, again, journalism is dead. But it's angered me, not the journalism this time. The story that they missed is what angered me this time. So we've got Push Square, and they're talking about a leak. This is some hot information, people. So be seated, because the information I'm about to drop to you could make your head wobble a little bit. Might get a little bit lightheaded, smash yourself on a corner of a table. It ain't Uncle Junkie's fault. I've warned you. You seated? Ready? There could be a GTA 6. I know a franchise that has been making games constantly and they make a lot of money, may make another one. So what the story is saying that Rockstar's been outed by a tax return. And here in the UK, we have the video games tax relief. And they've claimed it, so therefore it's on the tax return. So therefore people are saying that is GTA 6. Okay? That's all the article's about. Just saying there's potentially a 6 coming. End of article. Fuck all. 4 lines. Nothing. Right? So first of all, that's shit journalism. Because there is a story to be had there. What the fuck is the tax relief? How much are they having? Do they deserve it? That is a story in itself. They completely missed it. So Uncle Junkie's going to pick it up. So what is the video games tax relief? Well, it's designed, I would have assumed, for indies, not the big mega corporations, but for indies. You're going to make yourself a game. You need to go out and buy some assets, pay for some staff. You need to do a bit of R&D. You don't know how much it's going to cost. So you can say to the government, can you help us out? And they would say, yes, you're a British company and we want to see you thrive in the arts department. Here's a bit of cash. Let's help you get going. I like the idea of that. Top level AAA gaming companies that have got bankroll for, I wouldn't say years, millennia, are asking for a bit of help. Help me. It's disgusting. But it gets worse. So we're talking about Rockstar now, who are yet to pay any of their corporation tax for 10 fucking years. So what they're doing is, obviously, the tax report's coming up and saying this is how much you owe, but then at the same time they're going, and this is how much you owe us. So in 2017, they got £13.1 million from us, the taxpayers, to give to Rockstar for producing games and making a healthy profit. Then in 2018, there was like, 13's not good enough. 26 million, please. And we went, here you go, sir. Would you like any more? So to put this in perspective, they've taken £42 million out of the video game tax relief pot. 42 million. That is 19% of all of the money they're giving out. That's a fifth. 1/5 of all the budget that should be given out to indies and struggling people. They've taken 1/5 for themselves because they're struggling. Okay? They're struggling with the GTA 5 that made £6 billion. 6 billion they made from that game, and we're forking out £42 million to help them. And what makes it sweeter is the game only cost 250 million to make. 250 million. What's a fifth of 250 million? 50 million. We practically gave them that. Granted, it's 42 million. Let's round it up. Call it 50 million. So they've taken a fifth of all the money and we've then given it them, which means we have supplied a fifth of the entire budget for GTA. And then in return, they made 6 billion. And that's pissed a few people off. So we now got a think tank that's calling for HMRC to investigate this. They're saying this is not what it was built for. This is wrong. we need to do something different. And what's Rockstar done this year? They've lent in and gone, we're going to need some more money. So they said they are filed for a significant increase in its claims for the video game tax relief to be approved on the basis that is working on a cultural British game. That's it. So they've had a fifth of the pot. We've paid for a fifth of the game. They've made 6 billion. And now they're saying they want significantly higher amounts of money offers for the next installment. That's fucking disgusting. Disgusting! And also on there, culturally British, right? That means GTA 6 could be set in England. I don't know. It might be set in America, and a part of it, you fly over to the UK. Yeah, I don't know. That's a story in itself as well. So going back to the journalism, they're just saying GTA 6 might be a thing. There's 2 fucking awesome stories in it. Is it going to be set in London? Is it going to be set in the UK? Isn't this a bit shitty how much money they're taking out of the UK government? 2 great stories. Not a fucking word. And I cannot... It has angered me so much that one, we're allowing it. That's the thing that's pissing me off. I've spoke about greed. We talked about Jeff Bezos, the dirty, horrible man, and this disease that is greed. Once it's in somebody, it's in them. And Rockstar are oozing greed. They are making a lot of money. I'm having to calm myself a little bit now because I'm getting a bit irate. They've made an awful lot of money. They could do some great things with that money. They could help charities. They could support other indie companies by going, we're going to start the Rockstar Indie Corporation where we go round and we're going to kickstart a bunch of these games. But instead, they're actually shooting them in the knee by saying, there's this budget that the UK government set. We're taking a fifth of that bastard for ourselves because we don't need it, but we could do a massive line of coke with it. And it's making the smaller people struggle because there's less in the pot. And it's the point now, fuck Rockstar, just flat out period, fuck Rockstar. I don't care. When that new game drops, will I play it? Yes, it's a GTA. Really, really good. Toxic online, offline, really good. I am not buying that brand new. There is no way at all I'm going to give money to that greedy ass corporation. I'm going to have to wait 2 days and then pick it up in CEX secondhand because I this is another reason why the secondhand market needs to still stay alive. So sometimes when I want to vote my wallet and people mean that means don't buy the game. Well, no, I still want the game. I'm not going to cut off my nose to spite your face. I just don't want you to have the money for the game. Secondhand is where it's at. But also to the PC people, like, yeah, you're probably going to have to wait for GTA to get ported across, but when it does, me mateys, all I'm saying is if thee be pirating the game, you would be doing a justice. But yeah, oh, wow, it's so annoying. 13 million last year, 26 million the year before, 42 million in total, 6 billion made, and they're asking for a significant increase. Like, the cheek of it. It's like imagining breaking into someone's house and you being able to take money out of their purse and them not really noticing. And every time you take a good fucking wedge, you should be thanking your lucky stars you're getting away with it. You shouldn't be stealing in the first place, son. But nonetheless, you're a criminal. So you're taking that money and you're getting the balls to go, this isn't enough. And you knock on the door and say, I've been taking this money from you. And to be fair, it's pissing me off keep coming back and taking this wedge. Just give me your bank account details so I can just do it direct because I'm too fucking lazy. That's what Rockstar are doing at the moment. They're knocking on the door and asking for our bank details. So yeah, British citizens, when you're paying your tax, just be aware that Rockstar is taking 42 million. And it wouldn't surprise me if they've gone from 13 to 26, that this year's instalment would be around the 30, 40, even 50 marker, because we've got a government that don't know what they're doing. For some reason, they don't regulate shit. They don't go, fuck that. They just go, okay. Because the big corporations always do this bullshit like, well, if you don't give it us, we're going to leave this country and someone else is going, fucking let them go. Let them go. And then tax the shit out of their products when they try and sell it back to us. That's what you need to do. Grow some fucking balls. But I'm stopping. That's it. That's pretty much the Friday night rant. I just needed to get the Rockstar thing off my chest. But please do not support Rockstar ever again. If you can pirate it, pirate it. If you can fucking smash a window and take a copy of that game and take it home for yourself so it don't have to go into the Rockstar pocket, please do so. Do not buy the shark cards. Do not buy the microtransactions. Don't buy shit. Don't do anything. Fucking, and I'm not going to say boycott them because the games are fun. Play them to your heart's content, but just make sure that your money doesn't go into their pocket because it already is. Your tax is going into their pocket. You've already paid for the game, so you should be getting a free fucking copy. So go get your free copy. So that's me done and dusted. It was quick. It was rough. But my heart's elevated. I know my body very well now. I play scary games quite a lot on Twitch. I know when my body's starting to get a bit kind of thing. And it's there at the moment. So I'm going to have a nice stiff cup of tea. Sort myself out. Very British of me, isn't it? Having a cup of tea. And yeah, the motherfuckers. See, I keep trying to leave. And I'm in shock. I'm in more shock this morning because I half wrote it down and says talk about that on Friday. And then this morning I got the laptop out and looked into the numbers a little bit more. And I was like, oh, that's annoyed me ever so much. I hate tax dodging bastards. I hate people stealing. And I really hate the corporations that just take, and just don't give back. Come on, Rockstar. How cool would you be if you, one, made a good product, which you do, and then two, go, we just made a couple of schools and hospitals. You'd be like, fuck yeah, Rockstar, I'm going to buy some shark cards. It's dead easy. But instead, you just make it so some millionaires and billionaires get to do more cocaine, have some weird sex shit that they have to pay people off. I'm stopping because it was going to get very questionable then. I'm done. That's it. I ain't even going to walk you out on this one. I'm just out the door. I'm done. So that's it. It's Friday. So I'm going to be streaming tonight. I'm going to be playing Outlast, super scary. We've got the servos all wired up and they work perfectly. So you can now drop things in front of me while I'm playing computer games. Ain't that fun? Stop buying Rockstar shit. Stop it. That's it. Have a good weekend. Phone your mum, make sure she's alright, brush your teeth, clean behind your ears. All sound advice. Look after yourself, kids.